so important. And it's that discipline of, just like you were explaining, like somebody phones and says, hey, there's a bunch of us that are going away on a trip. It's only going to cost you $1,000. You have to start to think, and that's that shiny penny. You know what? I haven't really got to the point of where I can really say yes and go, and it's not going to impact my focus that I'm on right now. And the discipline at that point is just to say, you know what? That sounds lovely, but at this time I need to pass on that and then rethink about it, because if it is really something that is important to you that you want to go on that vacation that's going to take maybe $2,000, $3,000, let's talk, because we'll build a plan that's going to have a nest egg for that. And if you want to do it in a year's time, we'll break it down financially. But that discipline has to be there. It has to be there for those big events that are happening that you may want to go on. But it also has to be there for that small event. Sometimes it's as simple as I'm driving by Starbucks, you know, I'm just before payday, and I don't have that $7 for that coffee, but I really, really want it. So the discipline is to say, no, I'm going to reward myself on payday for that $7 coffee. I'm going to drive by it today and feel good about that. And that's where your success comes. It's big disciplines and little disciplines, but it's just that tweaking a little bit on your mindset.
No, that's great, Rhonda. Yeah, because that ties into momentum, and we talk about a lot of that on the channel is about building that positive momentum and feeling good and being in abundance. And we always want to view our, decisions from an abundant place. And I love that you're saying that. And what I'm so inspired about what you've been saying is that you're building upon and you're in abundant thinking. You're saying, okay, and by making that disciplined decision, you're valuing you. You're valuing your money, you're valuing your time and your energy and your effort. And I don't know what's any more abundant than that. That's abundant thinking. It's not so much about the $7, $8 coffee, but it's about how you feel. And in building momentum, we need that positive, affirming action, those affirming choices and decisions that we make that just continue to motivate us and bring us into that positive sort of abundance that we're going to need to get to that $1 million. And I love the fact that you're excited. We're sharing the wins, we're building the plan, we're making changes, and making changes is abundant thinking because we're moving towards, we're not, like I said, we're not just in that ship, floundering around in the sea. You're telling people we can get there. And tell me if I'm wrong, but I hear a lot of people that are like, I don't like to mention that no thinking, but, there's that real, people need to hear I can. And what I'm hearing from you is you're like, yes, I can. Yes, I am. And every day, you're taking action steps. So do you just want to leave us off with today with maybe, 5 action steps that somebody can take today that, I love this momentum that we're building that can help grow this momentum that we've talked about, in this podcast so far that would really inspire people and get them going starting tomorrow morning or even starting tonight on what decisions that they can make to carry on for tomorrow.
The number one action step is trust in yourself. Believe in yourself and know that yes, 100% I can get to whatever my goal is. Your number two action step is to reach out and ask for guidance. Sit down and have that conversation with myself or my team. Let's get it down on paper, because when it's down on paper, it's in a format that we're going to build to work to follow. The third thing is don't stop everything all at once. Give yourself the permission to cut back